Hello, everyone. It's me, Chef Jason Wrobel, here with episode 4 of Switchen, the Switch for Good Kitchen. You are here on the Switch for Good YouTube channel, and I'm here doing it a little bit differently this week. So, if you have caught the previous 3 episodes, we've done a really interesting, diverse array of recipes, and yet my friends and my colleagues challenged me here for episode 4 of Switchen to do a kid-friendly recipe. So I was thinking, well, okay, I haven't really done a kid-friendly recipe in a while, but if I was a kid, what would I want to eat most? And I thought, let's do a fruit pizza. And when I pitched this recipe originally, everyone's like, fruit pizza? That sounds crazy. But I've concocted something that is gluten-free, dairy-free, and plant-based that will be a big hit for if you have kids or your inner child, because we've got a bunch of great organic fruits. We've got some almond flour tortillas, and it's going to be really delicious. So, as I mentioned, this is episode 4 of Switchin', the Switch for Good Kitchen. We are here to bring you plant-based, dairy-free recipes and nutrition tips to help you thrive in your everyday life, whether you're an athlete, whether you're a mom or dad who's trying to get really quick, healthy meals to your family on the go. Whatever the case is, here on the Switch for Good YouTube channel, we are creating more recipe content to help you thrive with a plant-based, dairy-free diet and lifestyle. So today's fruit pizza recipe has no marinara. It has no vegetables. You might call it a dessert pizza. You could have this for breakfast. You could have it for dessert. You could have it any time of day. I'm not going to police your eating regimen. What I am going to do is show you how to make a very quick and easy recipe in less than hopefully 10 minutes if I don't talk too much. However, if you want this recipe, you can go to our website, which is Switch for Good. That's switch the numeral for good.org, and go to our recipe section where we have dozens and dozens of healthy, plant-based, dairy-free recipes just like this one. So we're going to do this recipe in 3 steps. We're going to make the crust, which is pretty much just crisping some tortillas. We're going to make the sauce, which is made out of coconut butter. And then we're going to top it with our fruit, our shredded coconut, and our low-sugar, dairy-free chocolate chips. So let's begin. If you're just joining us, I'm Chef Jason Wrobel here with Switchin'. We're making a fruit pizza recipe. Gonna wow you. Gonna make the kids happy. So let's begin. I have a oven over here, which is off camera because the wide angle lens will not cover it. And I think I need one of those fancy rotating cameras. But what I've got here is some almond flour tortillas from Siete. This is one of my favorite brands. Again, gluten-free, only 5 ingredients, super clean and healthy. And what you want to do is just take a couple tortillas like this and take a little bit of coconut oil. This is a brand new jar. Oh, it smells so good. A little bit of organic virgin coconut oil. And I don't have a brush handy, but what you can do is just take a little bit in your hand. I do have my hands clean. If you don't have a pastry brush, you can just take a little bit in your hand and just lightly oil the top of your tortillas. I would use rice tortillas for this, or almond flour tortillas, or cassava. I wouldn't use corn tortillas. It's not really going to be the right flavor for this recipe. So use any tortillas you want, just not corn tortillas. It's really going to throw the flavor off. So a light coating of coconut oil on top of your tortillas. And let me just wipe my hands really quickly. Because it's hard to open an oven with greasy coconut oil fingers. I found this. You don't want to do that. So we have our quickly greased tortillas. They're going to go into a 350-degree oven. I've got a small convection oven over here. And you want to do it for about 3 to 5 minutes until they're a little bit golden brown. You don't want them to get brown or blackened. So make sure you watch them. So off camera, I'm going to throw these babies in. Again, 3 to 5 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. So while those are going, what I want you to do is find a blender. And if you don't have a blender, oven is going. If you don't have a blender, one of my favorite blenders is Blendtec. I like Vitamix as well. You don't need a high-speed blender, but if you do get a high-speed blender, it will open up a whole world of possibilities for you in terms of sauces, soups, gazpachos, puddings. So in addition to having a really good chef's knife, I do recommend having a really good blender in your repertoire. So to your blender jar, what I want you to do to make the sauce is very simple. It's actually 3 ingredients. So what you want to do is take some coconut butter. Now, coconut butter is different than coconut oil in the sense that coconut butter is the ground meat and oil together, whereas coconut oil, all of the meat has been separated from the coconut and it's just the oil. So this is the whole kit and caboodle. This is a really good source of heart-healthy fat, good source of medium-chain triglycerides, which give you energy and also help with thermogenesis, which means fat burning in the body. So coconut is very good for you in that way. Don't overdo it because it is a saturated fat. It's a monounsaturated fat, which is healthier, but you don't want to do a ton of coconut oil in your life, although on the skin it is quite nice. It's how I keep myself youthful and vibrant at almost 50 years old. That's wild to think. Going to be 50 soon. But that's not the subject of this video. Subject of this video is making our sauce. So what I want you to do is go ahead and put about 2 cups worth of coconut butter into a blender. And you can eyeball this. You can measure it out, or you can do like I do, which is just sort of eyeballing 2 cups here. And it might take a minute because coconut butter is very much on the firm side, folks. It takes some digging and takes a bit of patience because it is very thick. As I mentioned, it's the whole coconut, the meat and the oil together, ground up, almost like a peanut butter or an almond butter, hence coconut butter. So we'll try and get 2 cups in there. Thanks for your patience while I use this forearm strength from all these years as a chef. And next year, my goodness, next year it will be next year it'll be 20 years since I graduated from culinary school. So that's a pretty cool milestone. I went to a vegan culinary school called the Living Let Culinary Arts Institute, which is still going, based out of Fort Bragg, California, and Costa Rica. Okay, so we've got our coconut butter in there. What I like to do for a little bit of texture is add a little bit of protein powder. It also adds, obviously, a lot of aminos, including leucine and isoleucine, which are great for muscle building. Not that kids need that, but kids do need protein. I really like this Mucuna brand. It's only 5 ingredients, really, really healthy. And I'm going to go ahead and add 1.5 tablespoons of protein powder in with my coconut butter, like so. And then the last ingredient, just a pinch of sea salt. And I'm a really big fan of this brand. This is a Mackay Pure. It's a Hawaiian unrefined sea salt. Really great flavor, tons of trace minerals. If you're going to use a salt, this is really my favorite brand. So again, coconut butter, vanilla protein, and sea salt. And again, off camera, I have my high-speed blender, so it might get loud for a second, but I'll be back with a creamy, dreamy coconut sauce. So hold on. And it's a giant blender. I wish you could see it. I got the biggest blender. It's like one of those crazy industrial size blenders. So I wish you could see it, but again, I'm gonna upgrade the camera. So go ahead and blend for about 20 seconds. Okay, so, oh, that's a nice, beautiful sauce. Let's try it out. It's so simple. Vanilla protein, coconut butter, and salt. It's a thing of beauty, folks. Thing of beauty. You could use this as a frosting, or in this case, as a sauce for our fruit pizza. Let's see, Cute Nobi. I tried Mucuna, and the flavor I didn't like it. I think I had chocolate. You know, I haven't had the chocolate one. I stick with vanilla. Another protein that I really, really like is the Truvani vegan protein. Also only 6 ingredients. It uses organic pea protein as the base. I really, really, really love that one. So we've got our sauce ready, and I think our tortillas are ready to go. Oh yeah, they're looking beautiful. Okay. So you want to make sure you don't use your hands for this part. You want to make sure you use tongs. Okay. And then what you've got here is slightly golden brown. Again, crisped tortillas, right? Enough where you can just cut it into slices, eat it whole. I really like this size because kids can have like their own little personal size pizza. So now we're going to the third step, which is taking our pizza, taking our crust here, and filling it up with sauce and toppings. Again, really, really quick, simple recipe. Great as a treat, gluten-free, fully plant-based, fully dairy-free. So what I want you to do is go ahead and, well, let's see. Probably should just reuse this spoon, which is what we're going to do. And then I want you to take a little bit of your coconut sauce. This is the consistency you want. It's just a really nice, simple, easy sauce. We're going to go ahead and put this on top of our tortillas. And what the consistency you want with this sauce is sort of like a thick caramel, right? You don't want it to be too thick. You don't want it to be too thin. So I always say like a nice caramel sauce consistency is what we're going for. And my dog right here, Bella, you guys can't see her. Maybe I'll show her at the end. She's really excited about this recipe because she loves coconut. She loves coconut oil in her food. She loves coconut treats, so she's excited because I know she can smell it. So we've got our sauce on there. Next thing I'm going to do is arrange whatever kind of fruit you want. I've got blueberries, strawberry, some oranges, and banana. You could do pineapple, you could do mango, you could do whatever you want. But in this case, what I've got is mostly berries. I'm a huge fan of berries. I love the antioxidant content. I love the dark pigments and the anthocyanins. They're very, very healthy for you. I have dark berries every single day, whether it's blackberries or whether it's blueberries. In fact, I spend a lot of my time up in Northern California, and we have quite a few blackberry bushes in the wild. And if you've never gone blackberry picking in the wild, it is something really extraordinary and fun. So I've got my blueberries on there. I'm going to layer on some of my sliced strawberries as well. And not going for perfection here. I'm a recovering perfectionist, but I'm going to just go for quick and easy to show you guys here so we don't go too long. But again, if you want to get wild, you could throw passion fruit on here. It's passion fruit season here in California. I don't know if you have passion fruit where you are, but passion fruits are really delicious and really tangy. They give it a nice zingy pop of vitamin C. So we've got banana we're going to layer on top. A few slices of banana here. If you can find red jungle bananas, that's a treat. They taste different than the traditional domesticated bananas we are used to. So whenever I find red jungle bananas, I like to jump on those because they're less hybridized. And some varietals are actually more nutritious, higher in potassium. Okay, so we've got our bananas, and I'm going to layer a few slices of orange on top as well. Just decorate the edges a little bit. All right. And then as a final step, I'm going to add a little bit of dark organic chocolate chips. These are date sweetened. So they're vegan, only 3 ingredients. I love them because they're not super high in sugar and they taste really good because of the dates. So date sweetened coconut chocolate chips, or chocolate chips rather, that's what we're doing. So a few chocolate chips on top. That looks good. Beautiful, beautiful. We've got our chocolate chips. And then as a finishing touch, I'm going to be adding some fair trade coconut shreds. If you don't like coconut shreds, my girlfriend doesn't like coconut shreds. She's one of the few people I know, but you don't have to do this step, but I think it adds a really nice flavor. And just, it looks beautiful with a few coconut shreds on top of the fruit. Okay. That's looking good, y'all. And that's it. So our fruit pizzas are done. I'll show you guys the final product here. But again, if you are not hosting a channel and you're not talking, you can get these done in about 7 minutes. About 5 minutes, like I said, for the tortillas to crisp up. Just about 2 minutes to make the sauce, the coconut sauce, and then you top it with fruit and coconut shreds and low sugar organic vegan chocolate chips. Really, really simple. I love it. So why don't we take a bite and see how it tastes? Yeah, I mean, I know how it tastes, but this is why you come to YouTube, so you can see the chef do his thing, right? So here we go. Mm. You gotta be careful with the crust, though. So good. All right, y'all. So that is our 4th episode of Switchen. I am Chef Jason Wrobel. Join us again next month for our next recipe, where I'll be going live from Chicago and probably doing a hotel room recipe, which is something I've never done before, but I like challenges. So if you want this fruit pizza recipe, it is going to be on our website tomorrow, which is Switch for Good, the numeral 4, switch4good.org. Go to our recipe section and also check out our resources section, where you can get a dairy-free lifestyle guide, how to transition to a dairy-free plant-based lifestyle. We've got all kinds of recipes and research and resources for you to thrive and feel your best. So once again, Chef Jason Wrobel signing off. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We've got videos coming out every single day from our podcast. We've got great skits, great doctors and physicians and athletes sharing their top healthy resources with you. So until next time, this is Jason on Switchen, and we'll see you for episode 5 next month in October. Thanks so much. See you soon.